Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Audiobook Library Podcast. I'm Smith.
And I'm Molika. Today we have a very exciting and practical topic for you.
Yes. Today we're talking about travel and airport English.
This is so important because traveling is one of the main reasons people learn English.
Exactly. English is the international language of travel. If you can speak English, you can travel almost anywhere in the world.
But airports and travel situations can be stressful, especially if you're not confident in English.
That's why today, we're going to teach you the most important phrases and vocabulary you need for traveling.
We'll cover everything from booking tickets to checking into hotels, from airport security to asking for directions.
By the end of this podcast, you'll feel much more confident about traveling in English.
So, whether you're planning a trip soon or just want to be prepared for the future, this episode is for you.
Let's start at the very beginning. Booking your flight.
Smith, these days most people book flights online, but sometimes you need to call or speak to someone at the airport. What phrases should people know?
Good question. Let's start with basic booking phrases. If you're calling to book a flight, you can say, "I'd like to book a flight to London, please."
Or, I'm looking for a flight from New York to Paris on July 15th.
Right. And the agent will ask you questions like, "Would you prefer a direct flight or with connections?"
What's the difference between those?
A direct flight goes straight from your departure city to your destination. A flight with connections means you stop at another airport and change planes.
So, with connections means with layovers?
Exactly. A layover is the waiting time between connecting flights.
What other questions might the booking agent ask?
They'll ask, "Would you like a one-way ticket or a round-trip ticket?"
One-way means you only fly there, not back. Round trip means you fly there and return.
Correct. They'll also ask, "Would you prefer economy class, business class, or first class?"
Economy is the cheapest. Business is more expensive with better seats. And first class is the most expensive and luxurious.
Right. They might also ask, "Would you like a window seat, aisle seat, or middle seat?"
Window seat is next to the window. Aisle seat is next to the walkway. And middle seat is between them.
Exactly. Here's a useful phrase. "I prefer a window seat, please."
Or, do you have any aisle seats available?
When you're done booking, they'll say, "Your confirmation number is ABC 123. Please arrive at the airport 2 hours before your flight."
That's important. Always arrive early. Okay, so now we've booked our flight. What happens when we get to the airport?
When you arrive at the airport, the first thing you do is check in. You can check in online before you arrive or at the airport counter.
At the check-in counter, what do you say?
You say, "I'd like to check in for flight BA 205 to London."
And they'll ask for your documents. What do they need?
They'll say, "May I see your passport and booking confirmation, please?"
So you give them your passport. Then what?
They'll ask about your luggage. "How many bags are you checking in?"
What's the difference between checking in a bag and carrying on a bag?
Great question. Checked baggage or checked bags are the large suitcases that go in the airplane's cargo hold. You won't see them during the flight.
And carry-on baggage or hand luggage is the small bag you take with you on the plane?
Exactly. The agent might say, "You can check 2 bags for free. Each bag must be under 23 kilograms."
What if your bag is too heavy?
They'll say, "I'm sorry, your bag is overweight. You'll need to pay an excess baggage fee."
Or you could take some things out and put them in your carry-on.
Good idea. They'll also ask, did you pack your bags yourself? Do they contain any dangerous items?
You should always answer honestly. Dangerous items include sharp objects, liquids over 100 mmol, lighters, etc.
After checking in, they'll give you your boarding pass and say, you're in seat 24A. Boarding begins at gate 15 at 9:30 a.m. Have a nice flight.
Important vocabulary. Boarding pass is your ticket to get on the plane. Gate is where you board the plane.
Now you have your boarding pass. What's next?
Security!
Security can be stressful, especially if you don't understand the instructions. Let's practice the common phrases.
At security, the officer will say, please place your items in the bins. Remove your laptop, liquids, belt, and shoes.
Bins are the plastic trays. You put your bag, jacket, phone, keys, and other items in them.
They'll also say, please step through the metal detector.
Or please stand in the body scanner with your arms raised.
If the alarm beeps, don't panic. They might say, please step aside for additional screening.
That just means they need to check you more carefully. It's normal.
What if they ask you questions?
They might ask, what's the purpose of your trip? You answer, business or tourism or visiting family.
They might also ask, how long will you be staying? You say, 1 week or 10 days.
After security, if you're traveling internationally, you go through immigration or passport control.
What questions do immigration officers ask?
Common questions. What's the purpose of your visit? How long are you staying? Where will you be staying? Do you have a return ticket?
For where will you be staying? You can say, I'm staying at the Hilton Hotel, or I'm staying with friends.
They might ask, is this your first time in this country? Just answer honestly, yes, it's my first time, or no, I've been here before.
Important tip, always be polite and answer clearly. Immigration officers are very serious.
Don't joke or say anything confusing. Just answer their questions directly.
After they stamp your passport, they'll say, welcome to country. Enjoy your stay.
Now you're through security and immigration. Time to find your gate.
Okay, so you've checked in, gone through security, and passed immigration. Now you need to find your gate, but the airport is huge. What do?
You ask for directions. Here's how. Excuse me, where is gate 15?
Or, can you tell me how to get to gate B22?
People will give you directions like, go straight, then turn left. It's next to the duty-free shop.
What's a duty-free shop?
Duty-free shops are stores in international airports where you can buy things without paying tax. They sell perfume, alcohol, chocolate, etc.
Oh, that's why things are cheaper there.
Exactly. Other useful location vocabulary. It's on the second floor. It's past the food court. It's near the restrooms.
What if you can't find your gate and you're worried about missing your flight?
You can ask, excuse me, I'm looking for gate 15. Am I going the right way?
Or, how long does it take to get to gate C40 from here?
Airport staff are usually very helpful. Don't be shy to ask.
Okay, you've found your gate. Now what?
You wait for boarding. Pay attention to announcements. They'll say, this is a boarding announcement for flight BA205 to London. We are now boarding all passengers.
Or, now boarding passengers in Zone 1, business class, and passengers needing assistance.
Your boarding pass shows your zone or group number. Wait for your zone to be called.
What if you need to use the restroom or buy something?
Stay close to the gate and listen for announcements. They might say, "This is the final boarding call for passenger John Smith on flight BA205 to London. Please proceed to gate 15 immediately."
If you hear that, run. It means you're the last person and they're waiting for you.
When it's your turn to board, hand your boarding pass to the gate agent. They'll scan it and say, "Have a nice flight."
You walk down the jet bridge. That's the tunnel connecting the gate to the plane.
Find your seat number. If you need help, ask a flight attendant. "Excuse me, can you help me find seat 24A?"
Put your carry-on in the overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. Buckle your seatbelt and relax.
Now you're on the plane. Let's talk about useful phrases during the flight.
First, the flight attendants will make safety announcements. It's important to pay attention.
They'll say things like, "Please fasten your seatbelts. Turn off all electronic devices. Put your tray table up and your seat in the upright position."
During the flight, attendants will offer food and drinks. They'll ask, "Would you like something to drink?"
You can say, "Water, please," or "Can I have orange juice or coffee with milk, please?"
For meals, they'll ask, "Would you like chicken or pasta?" or "beef or vegetarian?"
If you have special dietary needs, you should request a special meal when booking your flight.
What if you're not feeling well on the plane?
You can say, "Excuse me, I'm feeling sick. Do you have any medicine?" Or, "Can I have an air sickness bag, please?"
What if you need to go to the bathroom?
Just say, "Excuse me," when passing other passengers. In English, we call it the lavatory or restroom on planes, not toilet. Other useful phrases: "Can I have a blanket, please?" "May I have some headphones?" "When will we be landing?"
What if your seat is uncomfortable or there's a problem?
You can politely say, "Excuse me, my seat won't recline. Can you help me?" Or, "The overhead light isn't working." Remember to always be polite. Flight attendants work hard and appreciate courtesy.
Congratulations, you've landed. But you're not done yet. What happens after landing?
First, you go through immigration again if it's an international flight. The officers will ask similar questions as before.
After immigration, you collect your checked baggage at baggage claim.
Look at the screens to see which carousel your flight's bags will arrive on. Carousel is the rotating belt where bags come out.
What if you can't find your bag?
First, be patient. Sometimes it takes a while, but if all the bags have come out and yours isn't there, go to the lost baggage counter.
What do you say there?
"Excuse me, I can't find my bag. It was on flight BA205 from New York."
They'll ask for your baggage claim ticket. That's the small sticker on your boarding pass.
They'll fill out a report and say, "We'll track your bag and deliver it to your hotel when we find it."
What if your bag is damaged?
Report it immediately. "My suitcase is damaged. It was fine when I checked it in."
After you have your bags, you go through customs.
Customs officers might ask, "Do you have anything to declare?"
Declare means to officially report that you're bringing in items like large amounts of money, alcohol, tobacco, or food.
If you don't, just say, "No, nothing to declare."
They might ask to check your bags. Just cooperate and be honest.
Once you're through customs, you're officially in the country. Now you need to get to your hotel.
How do you get from the airport to your hotel?
You have several options: taxi, bus, train, or ride-sharing apps like Uber.
For a taxi, look for the official taxi stand. Don't accept rides from random people approaching you. They might overcharge.
At the taxi stand, tell the driver, I'd like to go to the Hilton Hotel on Main Street, please.
You can ask, how much will it cost? Or how long will it take?
If you're taking public transportation, ask, where can I buy a ticket? Or, which bus goes to downtown?
Now you've arrived at your hotel. What phrases do you need for check-in?
At the front desk, say, hello, I have a reservation under the name Smith.
They'll ask for your ID and credit card for payment and security deposit.
They might say, you're in room 305 on the third floor. Breakfast is served from 7 to 10 a.m. in the restaurant. Here's your key card.
Important questions to ask. What time is checkout? Do you have free Wi-Fi? Where is the elevator?
Checkout time is when you must leave the hotel, usually 11 a.m. or noon.
What if there's a problem with your room?
Call the front desk. Hello, this is room 305. The air conditioning isn't working. Can you send someone to fix it?
Or, can I change rooms? This one is too noisy.
Other useful hotel phrases. Can I have a wake-up call at 7 a.m.? Where can I get ice? Do you have a gym? Can you recommend a good restaurant nearby?
When you check out, they'll ask, how was your stay? Be honest but polite.
You can say, it was excellent, thank you. Or, very comfortable, I enjoyed it.
Okay, now you're settled in your hotel. How do you explore the city?
The best way is to ask locals for recommendations. Start with, excuse me, can you recommend a good restaurant?
Or, what are the must-see attractions here? Must-see means the most important places to visit.
You can ask, is it safe to walk around at night? Where can I exchange money? Is there a pharmacy nearby?
What if you're lost?
Don't panic, ask someone, excuse me, I'm lost. Can you help me find the train station?
Or show them your phone. I'm trying to get to this address. Can you point me in the right direction?
Most people are happy to help tourists. Just be polite and smile.
What if you don't understand their directions?
It's okay to say, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Could you repeat that more slowly, please?
Or, could you show me on the map?
Don't pretend to understand if you don't. It's better to ask again. Wow, we covered so much today.
Yes. From booking flights to checking into hotels, we went through the entire travel journey in English.
The most important thing to remember is, don't be afraid to speak English while traveling. People understand that you're learning.
Be polite, speak slowly and clearly, and don't worry about making mistakes.
Most people appreciate when you try to speak their language, and English is understood almost everywhere.
Practice these phrases before your trip, and you'll feel so much more confident.
Thank you for listening to the English Audiobook Library podcast.
If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe, and leave a comment telling us, where do you want to travel?
Safe travels, everyone! Keep practicing your English!
And remember, the world is waiting for you.
Goodbye and happy travels.